Yo, what up? Today we got a question, and today we got to answer this. It's very important. Does Western society make you materialistic? Me, I believe it does, but comment below. The reason why I believe that Western society makes you materialistic is because from birth, or as early as your childhood years, you're going to have constant advertising around you. As a matter of fact, it is commonplace for kids to know more brand names and more brand logos than plants outside. Another thing is about time you get to school after seeing all these advertisements from social media, TV, magazines, billboard signs, going to the store, all these other things, because they do pinpoint kids in grocery stores and they put certain things at certain levels. We all know this, but about time you get to school, then you have kids looking at your shoes, talking about, oh, you don't have these brand name shoes, or, oh, you don't have these certain clothes. There's a little bit of grooming in there to make children materialistic.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
The reason why I bring this up is because I believe that consumerism has a lot to deal with people going broke. Consumerism is one of the reasons why I think a lot of people aren't so happy, because they're out here buying these things for temporary fixes and to get a hit of that dopamine, swiping up on apps and everything and shopping and all these other stuff. And they don't really go out there and pursue what makes them happy overall. Matter of fact, most people don't even have a list or understand what makes them happy. Most people don't even really look inside themselves and talk about what they feel is a purpose or the meaning is here in life. And it is so crazy to me that consumerism is glorified, but living a basic, common, humble, happy life, minimalism, what people think, isn't. Most people live check to check. Most people are just getting by. We are a nation of consumers. Our economy runs on others' pain and misery. Student loans, home loans, healthcare. We go to war for oil, the war on drugs, and the prison industrial complex. Big pharma, blood diamond, sweatshops. We profit off of pain and misery. Welcome to the U.S. We buy toddlers Jordans that can't read. We sell big hopes and dreams, and we idolize the rich. And we demonize those that don't fit the mold of it. You're poor, you're broke. Look at your clothes, look at your shoes. Kids making fun of kids that don't have the right to choose of what they have in life. We consume, we waste a car every 5 years because it doesn't fit our current taste. We love to consume and we love to waste. Welcome to consumption. Matter of fact, if you really do look at a lot of the consumerism lifestyle versus the minimalist lifestyle, you normally have images in the mainstream with minimalism is like, you'll have that guy that's living so extreme frugal that's having about $1,500 a month that they're living on. And it's like, man, this guy's really a penny pitcher or a cheapskate or something like that. And it looks like a real hard life, to get by. Like this person lives so below their means. How could they ever be happy? And this is where I think people got it all wrong. They got it all twisted. You know what I'm saying? They got it all whacked out and crazy when they thinking about the minimalist lifestyle. They think that you're living so low, man, that it's gonna hurt. And they be like, I can't live my life like that. I want to live like the rich. Versus the consumer lifestyle in the mainstream, you'll see people like flying on jets, going to different restaurants, always smiling. When it's really kind of like the opposite. Like most people that I know that live at the minimum level, and let me kind of like redefine what minimalism is, to most minimalists versus the extreme one, because that's what you see on these two sides of the spectrum. The extreme is always winning when it comes to the social media versus the silent majority. With minimalism, it just means that you're going to live at your happiness level. You're going to have a simple, common life. So if you make like 100,000, you'll probably live at $60,000. And $60,000, you can actually have a very comfortable, happy life these days. That you could go on trips and vacations. You could go out and have fun with the family and do certain events. Minimalists, normally do have a lot of money that they do bring in year over year, but they don't really go out there and spend on like big cars and big things with clothing name brands, or they don't go out there and buy houses every year or upgrade a car every 5 years. No, they buy the car or purchase the car that they actually like, and then they'll just live at that level. Which brings me to a solution. What I think that people should start doing. Why don't you create a list of what you believe that makes you happy? Simple things that don't cost much, or cost anything at all. Matter of fact, make a list of 10 things you and each family member, and write down each individual those 10 things that make you happy that don't cost anything, that you could do pretty much every day and have fun. Then make another list of 3 things that you could do once a year that you all will like, that will make you happy. And then go out there and pursue that basic minimum. I'm not sitting here saying live so broke below your means, or live so cheap and frugal where you're unhappy. No, I'm saying live based upon your level of happiness daily. And every now and again, treat yourself with something big, once or twice a year. And you'll be surprised on how much little you actually really do need. You will be living at the minimum level. Yeah, every now and again, spending up on some of those other big things will actually make you happy temporarily. But why don't you just live at your minimum happiness, and once or twice a year, treat yourself, with something big, and then the rest, just throw it in the savings, and inflate your income where you can. These are some of the things that I am challenging folks to do. But hey, I could be wrong. Tell me what you think in the comments below.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.